Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw, Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Fields. Check down to Breida. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now Fields. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20, touchdown! That's caught. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing, Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Makes the score Texans 21. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At their own 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Brings up 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jones flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fields throwing again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On first down, Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 21-0 our score after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a give to Breida. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 33-yard.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Buying time to his left. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4. No, fighting through it, he's got space. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the 50, here's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10. Fields. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off play action. Jones. There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On the option, here's Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So that one will be accepted. Fields now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. There's the stiff arm. Breaks through the contact. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Patterson going to bring this down to the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jones now throwing on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think...
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They snap it to Fields.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Fields on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Again, Fields.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here's Fields.
Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jones. Here's Fuller with a catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd and goal, Jones being chased out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Not that time for Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones steps away. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Houston.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he fires one incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's Jones on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To try again after the sack. Jones. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. All day, baby, all day. Watch the ship.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense. Maybe.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Echo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Not scared. Mike 22. Mike 20.
Fields now to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.